Hello, it is Jamaica. I am your host, and welcome to Single Mom Tips and Tea Thursdays. I am so excited to have you. I do not have a featured mom today, but I do have a topic. And our topic is how to forgive yourself. But make sure you guys got your tea. I'm not a tea drinker. Normally in my cup, I have like lemon water, hot, warm lemon water. And this is so good. I really love drinking lemon water, especially the warm one. But that's what I'm going to be sipping on while we talk about forgiving ourselves. But if you have not followed me, please go ahead and follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. I am Restoration Blueprint. My website is jv1000words.com. That is J as in James, V as in Victory, 1000words.com. And we are going to have Single Mom Tips and Tea Thursdays every week. We're going to make sure this is a platform where mothers can come. They can come and say, hey, let me try to find some information. If you're dealing with a situation with your child, or if you're dealing with something within, let me go to Jamaica's YouTube page, or let me go to Jamaica's Facebook page and see what Restoration Blueprint is talking about. Maybe they got some information to share, because let me tell you, single motherhood is no cakewalk at all, by far, okay? No cakewalk. And I really feel that we can get through this together. Together. We got to be there for each other. We got to be able to pour into each other and encourage each other and motivate each other. So this is a platform for us. It's not just for me, it's for us. Because I'm going to tell you, being a mom, I hit some rough patches, okay? I hit some rough patches. And sometimes I didn't know what to do. Sometimes I had to reach out to other single moms to be like, what did y'all do? You know? And then sometimes some things you were going through, you didn't feel like talking. You don't want to talk about it. So that's what this is going to be for. Maybe you could just press a button and go to YouTube and say, hey, let me look through and see if Jamaica had any topics on what I'm dealing with at this time. Or if you got a suggestion on a topic you would like for me to address, hit me up in my DM, Restoration Blueprint. Hit me up on Instagram or Facebook, or you can email me at restorationblueprint@gmail.com. Say, hey, Jamaica, talk about this. Okay? That's what it is. This platform is for us. All right? Restoration Blueprint, Single Moms Tips and Tea Thursday. So let's forgive ourselves. How are we going to do that? How are we going to forgive ourselves? How many people are living with regret from things in the past? Or how long did it take you to get over some things you dealt with in the past? Did you really, really ever forgive yourself? Many people are walking around with regret over their heads. Years and years of regret. Let me tell you, regret and not forgiving yourself can cause you to stay stagnant. That's like a weight on your shoulder that's not allowing you to grow. We are not perfect by far, okay? As mothers, we are not perfect. We don't get everything right. We fall sometimes. But guess what? We got to get back up. We got to forgive ourselves. So the first thing is acknowledge. Acknowledge what's happening. Acknowledge what did happen. Acknowledge your part in the situation. Acknowledge the other person's part in the situation. But most of all, detach the emotion from what happened. Okay? When you acknowledge, you need to detach the emotion, because the emotion is what's causing us to stay in this box. That stay in this place, because it's called regret. So detach the emotion. When you acknowledge, detach, remove it. That's the first thing. Tip number one, acknowledge and detach the emotion. Okay? Because we're going to do some soul searching. Okay? That's what you got to do first. I wrote down a couple of things. The next thing is know the difference between guilt and shame. Yes, there's a difference. Know the difference between guilt and shame. Let me tell you about shame. Shame will have you around here in depression. Ask me how I know. I've been there. And I talk about it in my book. My book is Restoration Blueprint, Helping Single Moms Heal, Hope, and Have Their Dream Life. I talk about it in the book. Shame has me totally depressed. Let me tell you. So, I come from a Christian home. Yes, I grew up in a Christian home. And I was so shameful about what I had been through or getting pregnant out of wedlock that I would literally wear a ring on my finger. So when I walk out, I didn't feel like people was staring at me or looking at me any different. So I was very shameful. So I didn't even want, people to know that I was a single mother out of wedlock. Yep. Or either I was so shameful that I would stay home. I didn't even want to go any place. I didn't even want to be out around people so that they can see me. It took a while for me to even get out of that space. I stayed in that space for a long time, even after I had my son. It took a while for me to get to a point where I had to literally forgive myself. And that's part of healing. You got to forgive yourself. So know the difference between guilt and shame, okay? So number one, acknowledge what you're going through. Acknowledge your mistake. Tip number two, know the difference between guilt and shame. Number three, don't try to change other people. Woo! Let me tell you, that piece right there is hard because we always so focused on what others have done to us, what others are doing to us, that we forget about ourselves. Stop trying to change them. Deal with what you got going on. Focus on you. That's where the healing starts. You got to change yourself first. Okay? So don't try to be in there changing other people. Worry about what you got going on. Try to make sure that you get to a space where you are a better person. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to be a number one great mother for your child or your children. And if you're not in a space where you're joyful or you even love who you are, you're not going to be the best mom you can be. You want your child to have all of you, but most of all, you want that child to have the joyful mom, not the mom that's sad, not the mom that's dealing with regret, not the mom that's out here trying to focus and change people. Let me tell you, when I went through mine, when I got to the point where I wanted to heal and, forgive myself for the things that was happening and the things that I allowed to happen to me, I asked God I prayed a hard prayer, like, Lord, remove them, take them out of my life, detach them from me. Help me to be focused on you. I want what you want from me. I'm tired of it. And that's how we get to a point where we're tired. But forgive yourself. We're not perfect. Remember that. You are loved. You are beautiful. You are awesome. No matter what people say, you are. Okay? And guess what? They messed up too. Whoever pointing fingers have messed up too. There ain't nobody out here that ain't got nothing wrong or did nothing wrong. Everybody has. So don't sit around here crying and moping and having these hard days, because eventually it's going to work out for y'all good. It is. So remember to forgive yourself. That's number one. Forgive yourself. Once you start forgiving yourself, things will definitely begin to change for your life. Okay? So that's all I have for today. That's my tip. My tip for today, my tip and tea Thursdays. That's all I got. I just want to make sure that we're not out here holding. Because look, let me tell you, I used to hold myself. I used to be so hard on myself because I couldn't make every game for my son. I could not take him to different, he couldn't be in extracurricular activities because I worked. Excuse me. I worked so much. I worked a lot of hours. And a lot of the time, I wasn't able to do certain things for my son. And, I'm not back home. Like back home, I grew up different. Like everybody was there for each other. Here, most of the time, I'm here, most of us around the same age, we trying to get it. Everybody working. So, my son missed out on that. And my friends did what they could when they can, when they did what they can when they could. But most of the time, he wasn't able to do anything. And when I tell you that thing hurt me because I knew how I grew up. And I felt that. I felt so bad because I'm not able to give my son the life that I had. It took a while for me to just forgive myself for that. Because people was hard on me. Oh, you got to do this, and oh, you got to do that, or you need to do this. And I had to get to a point where I could take what people were saying and say, look, you're not in my shoes. You're not in my shoes. But I didn't get to that point until I forgave myself because I was feeling guilty for the things that I couldn't do for him. So we're not going to be able to do everything for our kids. Don't hold that over your head. Forgive yourself. Our baby's going to be okay. And I used to think like, oh my gosh, I am the worst mother in the world. My son still loves me till today. Still love me. He ain't sweating it. I think I was more hard on myself than he was on me. So yes, ladies, forgive yourself. Single motherhood ain't no cakewalk. So that's what this platform is going to be for us. We're going to come in here. We're going to talk. We're going to lay it out. And then, sometimes you get to a point where you don't even want to talk to people about what you're going through. Maybe you just want to press the button. Go to YouTube. Let me see what they're talking about on Single Mom Tips and Tea Thursdays. Maybe there's a topic that we can share. If you got a suggestion for a topic, email me, restorationblueprint@gmail.com. Or go to my DM. Say, hey, Jamaica, let's talk about this. That's what we're going to do. That's what this platform is going to be for us. It's going to be for us a place to go through and talk, lay it out on the table, be yourself, and set free. Because we deal with things that some people don't even know that we're dealing with. We know how, let me tell you what single moms know how to do. We know how to mask. We wearing these masks now because of this COVID-19, but we know how to mask. We know how to put on that smile after we done cried. We probably done cried it all morning. And when we walk out that door, people will never know. But that's what this is going to be for us. This place right here, so that we can be set free and be the best mothers that we can be. So, thank you for joining me today. Next week, we got a great topic. I have a mom here. She's going to talk about hygiene. Let me tell you, kids go through phases, and they can go through some nasty phases, okay? We're going to talk about that next week. And she's going to share some tips. She's great. She's a great mom. I'm excited to have her on. But yeah, meet me here every Thursday, 7:30. We're going to talk, and we're going to have fun. We're going to sip on our tea. Well, mine will probably be lemon, warm lemon and water. That's what mine is going to be. But we're going to get in here. We're going to talk every Thursday. Please come back. I love you guys. Stay encouraged. Let's conquer each week. Let's conquer each day. And remember to forgive yourself. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. Have a good day. Remember to follow me, Restoration Blueprint, Instagram, Restoration Blueprint on Facebook, and my website is jv1000words.com. That is J as in James, V as in Victory, 1000 words, the word written out, .com. Y'all go check out my website. I got a lot of nice things on there. I got my books, I got my my shirt, and I got a blog as well. So check me out. See you next week. Love you.